Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today I'm doing my October Fauxbonichi flip. This is a book that I got at Barnes & Noble for $9.99. Yes, it's our Nicholas, if you could see that there. Notebook. It is gridded, and I will show you my month of October. Now, mind you, my October was a little, I had some problems in October at work, and I did cover up my journaling because I do have some co-workers that watch my channel. So I did cover up some of my journaling. So just to be aware. Okay, so we're going to start with October. And I have this clip here that's going to open up right to October. And this is my goal sheet here. And every month I have this calendar, and I write my goals of how many books I read, when I do my food shopping, when I do cleaning, and when I reach my 10,000 steps. So, yeah. I read 5 books, and I only reached 10,000 steps once. So yeah, so that's that. Okay, so the first page here, I got some new paints, and I decided to use paints in my book. So that's this page on day 1. I didn't really like how it turned out. It is very, very dark, so I have not used paints again. So that was that. And we had to draw a scarecrow, and so this is my scarecrow here. Okay, so on day 2, I had my brother-in-law's father passed away, so I have that here. And it was also the first day of Lashana Tova. Yeah, a new year. It says, may the new year bring you hope, peace, and joy. So that's that. And I had to draw a sunflower, so there's my sunflower there. I did that with paints. Okay, so the next page on day 3, we had to put, we had to do a who you loved in high school, and actually I loved my husband in high school, so this is in 1988. That's a picture of my husband, and I tried to do it like a yearbook type thing. And we had to draw some clouds, so I wrote clouds on our family. We had lots of we had a hospital visit and a funeral visit that in the month of October. So my niece got really, really sick and was admitted to the hospital for 3 days. No, more than that. It was like 4 or 5 days. So on the 4th, I went to visit. I had to draw a haunted house. So I drew a haunted house. Actually, I made it into a hospital because I drove to the hospital to see my niece. So that's that there. Okay, so on the 5th, we had to draw an owl. So there's my owl there. And on the 6th, we had to draw a tree. So here's my tree. And I drew some things on my phone. I have Facebook, weather, Misfit app. So just different things that I journaled about. And on the 7th, I drew this hedgehog. And I drew that there. It says smile, the weekend is here. And I drew that. And autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. And on 8th, I drew the pumpkin patch. I had to draw a pumpkin, so I did the pumpkin patch with my Snoopy. Hope it's coming in the camera. Okay. And on the 9th, I had to draw trees, I think, on that day, and I drew the trees here. A tree smiles knowing there's life after death. So read a book. Oh, I'm sorry. Every time you read a book, a tree smiles, knowing there's a life or after death. Sorry about that. And then I drew a clown there because the kids were terrorized about the clowns in the area. So I drew that in there. And then on the 10th was Columbus Day. We had a half day of school. So that's Columbus Day there. And we had to go to the orthodontics appointment. So that's that there. And I drew the scat guy here. I think I had to draw a squirrel that day. And on the 11th, I think that I had to draw a squirrel again. And what's the best way to catch a squirrel? Climb a tree and act like a nut. So that's that there. And then on the 12th was Yom Kippur, and we went to the synagogue, and us walking to the synagogue. It was so crowded. We had to park on the street and walk into a block or so to get to the synagogue. So that's us there. And we did some laundry. So I have laundry. And my favorite foods are pasta, potato, and chips. Notice that they are all carbs. Okay, on the 13th, I had to draw a house, so I drew a log cabin there, and I found a picture of me as a cat, and I drew a picture here of me as a cat. Back in 1987, I was a cat for Halloween, and that's what the year I met my husband, so there you go. And here is where it gets funky. On the 14th, there was stuff that wasn't going on at work, and it was not fair. So I journaled about it, and I put "it's not fair," and that is Lucy from Charlie Brown. So that's that there. Okay, so on the 15th, it was a better day. It was time to get our costumes, and I had to draw a tree again. So here's my tree. Bend like the branch in the wind with kindness, yet not to the point you get walked on. Know when to say yes and when to say no. So that's that there. On the 16th, I had to draw chestnuts, and here's my chestnuts. And I got a Happy Mail, I think. That's why there's a letter there. Yeah, so Happy Mail. And here's where it gets funky. On the 17th, I was crying at work. I was being bullied. And here is my picture that I drew. And then I drew some leaves. What if trees refuse to let go of their dying leaves? Letting go lets us grow. So I was trying to get my emotions out and letting things go. And that's why I drew that there. So on the 18th, I had outdoor recess, and that's pictures of me playing recess. And then I have some, this is growing up, I hated fall because I had to rake all the leaves. So I had to draw something about fall. I think I had to draw a rake that day. And I got my period, so I have back pain, and there's my period warning. Sorry. And I needed sleep, so here's my sleep here. Okay, so this is where it gets really bad. I am upset about this. I was crying, and I journaled a lot that day. So lots and lots of journaling. Actually, it was 2 pages of journaling, and it's about adults bullying. So that's that there. And there's books that I wanted to buy about bullying. So there's a list there. And it continues on the 19th. It says, there are days when I wish I could wear one of these around my neck. Do not disturb. And bedtime is at 11 o'clock. So on the 20th, love is like the winter. It can be beautiful and peaceful, but also cruel and cold.
Someone wants to make a special appearance.
Who?
Excuse me, Mom.
What?
Excuse me.
I know, but it's in the... What? How is she going to do it? What are you doing?
Say hi.
Oh.
She wanted to make an appearance.
Okay, music in my life now and then. I played the guitar at one point. I played the flute at one point. I did bells. So, yeah. And on the 21st, I had to put a tag in here. This is today. I put the tag in there. And just journaled about the day there. And relax, it's the weekend. There's my Garfield that I drew. And on the 22nd, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. So that's that there. Okay, so on the 23rd, it was raining, and I drew this Snoopy here. And he looks like he's walking backwards, but yeah, that's my attempt at drawing that. So, and on the 24th, I drew the cat in a hat. Today was a good day. Today was fun. Tomorrow is another one by Dr. Seuss. And I wish I went to college, but silly me went to business school. Yeah, so that's that there. And on the 25th, I had to have a spider on my page. So here it is. I spend too much time on the web. So I put that spider in there. Yeah, it was a cold day. And I drew, oh, I had to draw a fence. So here's my fence. And enjoy the little things. There's Snoopy peeking out there. And on the 26th, I had to do something in my favorite color, which is purple. And here's my purple. I used glitter, and the glitter got all over. I even got glitter on my fingers. The glitter got all over the place. I had to draw a mushroom, so here's my mushroom. For each situation I encountered today, I choose only to see its positive side. So I'm trying to put happy thoughts back into my life after that horrible event. And on the 27th, I wrote, it doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you don't stop. And there's my snail. And I have 10 days left, and I used a sick day that day. So here I am sick. And my favorite candy is Twizzlers. And on the 28th, it was very cold outside, so I drew a girl here, and she's blowing out wind. So I had outdoor recess that day, and it was cold. So, yeah, and there's the bear in a puddle. I think I had to draw a puddle that day. Always look for the bright spots in the gloomy day. So, yeah, nice quote there. And on the 29th, we went to me and Naomi. We went to an art convention, and we actually made this and learned how to do it in rubber stamping convention. And we also made this little pop-up thing. It's like they heated it and made a shrinky dink or whatever you call it. So yeah, and I put it in my book. Here's us here's us in our Halloween costumes, picture. And then on the 29th, I had to draw wellies, and I had no idea what a wellie was, so I had to look it up. It is boots that are used in New Zealand, Britain, and Ireland, and I tried to draw boots. I tried to draw these boots here, so yeah. And I wrote this little quote, read the books. So I think that is the end. No, there's more. On the 30th, we went bowling. So here's my bowling here. And I was tired. Why do I always feel so tired? I nap, I sleep, yet feel like I just laid down. I may need coffee. I feel like I have no energy. So I just did this little tired thing here. And then here is another quote. Everything in life is temporary, so if things are going good, enjoy it, because it won't last forever. And if things are going bad, don't worry, because it won't last forever either. So, and on the 31st, I had to draw a fox. And I put, what does the fox say? That song, here you go. Are you talking? Are you singing? So, yeah. What does the fox say? And my very first job was working in Haagen-Dazs. So yeah, there's ice cream. And this is the last page. So we're up to November. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. And I will see you in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.